Hey guys, what's up? So it's Varun Datta in front of you again. First of all, I want to say that I'm very new to this whole video making means these activities. So I think this is my third or the fourth video. So please apologize me if the video quality or the audio or the light is not proper because I'm also learning these things and going forward as we go along I will try to improve the quality of the audio, quality of the video, the light, everything. But it will take some time. Slowly and steadily, I will learn. So till then, just bear with me, and I apologize in advance. I apologize beforehand uh, for any inconvenience that you faced while watching my video. So, guys, I am back with you uh, to review, to just give my viewpoint about this book. Rajdeep Sardesai has written this book, 2019, How Modi Won India. So Rajdeep Sardesai has written this book regarding the 2019 Lok Sabha elections, how Modi won it. So this book is regarding that. Rajdeep Sardesai wrote a book about the 2014 Lok Sabha elections also. I think the title of the book was 2014, how the elections, how the 2014 elections changed India. That was the title of the book. I have read that book also, uh, and then I have read this book also. So today I'm giving review of this book. If I get time, I will give review of that 2014 uh, book also written by Rajdeep Sardesai. So let's talk about this book. So the title of the book is 2019 How Modi Won India, and the publisher is let me see who the publisher is. Yeah, the Harper Collins are the publishers, and cost of the book written here is 6.99. But I think if you buy it from any e-commerce site like Flipkart or Amazon, you will get a good discount. I think as of now there will surely be uh, minimum 50% discount will be would be there uh, on this book. So let's start. So total there are 8 chapters in this book, and Rajdeep starts the book with his Madison Garden episode. If you guys remember, uh, when Modi became prime minister and during his first visit to the U.S., uh, I think Rajdeep Sardesai also went there. He was also covering that visit, and he had an altercation with some of the Indian people. Means Indians were settled in US, in America. He had an altercation with a few of those people, and yeah, means he tried to just I think beat he tried to beat also some guy. Also, yes, he has mentioned uh, that episode in great detail as to what happened and all sort of stuff and what started and what not. So all the details that have been given over there means I'm not going to those details. And then he then there is an introduction in which he talks about how Modi won means there are 13 M's. Yes, M as in Mumbai, two W's, W as in whiskey, and a GK of success. So means he has gone into some detail about means how all these factors helped Modi win. And then the first chapter is Big Boss is here means he has tried to show means that how Modi is a very feared kind of a person. Everybody fears him. Everybody he's a very strong person. Even his ministers can't take liberty of speaking loosely with him. This means and to be honest, I have read his book on 2014 Lok Sabha elections also. Compared to that book, I miss this book. Means it didn't impress me that much. I think, to, or the reason can be that I knew most of the things that have been written in this book. Means I knew it because I follow politics very closely. I track politics very closely, so I know those gotta say. I read his articles also, so means that there was nothing new that that this book. There was no new information that this book gave to me. But yeah, still. So yeah, the first book is of the big boss is here. The second is Gujarat's Jodi number one, where he talks about the relationship between Amit Shah and Modi and how these two are means just like brothers means one soul, two bodies, this sort of stuff. There is so much of trust that each of that they means they'll both of them trust each other. I think there are very few people whom Narendra Modi trusts, and Amit Shah is one of them. The other one is Arun Jaitley, but unfortunately he has passed away. So may God rest his soul in peace. So the second chapter is on that, and the third is from Sood Boot to Garibon Ka Neta. So in this chapter, he talks about how Modi, when Mr. Obama, uh, the then American president, came to India, and Modi wore that suit in which his name was written, and after that Rahul Gandhi took a jibe as to Sood Boot Ki Sarkar. So he talks about in great detail that how that really changed Modi's politics, and that he really did a course correction, and then he started uh, these schemes for the poor, like that Ujjwala scheme of that gas scheme, Swachh Bharat, bank opening of bank accounts, all those sort of schemes. So he moved towards that socialism, you can say. The fourth is chapter is the rise of the political Hindu. Means here his bias also comes in the open. Means we all know that he in in his heart of his heart, he doesn't like BJP. So means his bias also comes that yes, the middle class of India is becoming very Hinduized, and yeah, they vote as Hindus and this and that, and the class barriers are getting decimated. People are not voting. At least in the Lok Sabha elections of 2019, people didn't vote on caste lines. They voted as Hindus. So yes, in the that's the detail in this chapter, and then the next chapter, fifth chapter, is an enigma called Rahul Gandhi. So he has dedicated one full chapter on Rahul Gandhi. He talks about means how this guy his political journey, where he has taken one step forward and two steps back. And he talks about that the only the only election where he really uh, saw Rahul coming into his own was the Gujarat 2017 assembly election. And then he says that yes, then he talks about one episode where Rahul Gandhi, I was almost ready to give him an interview, but declined at the last moment for a very stupid reason. For more details, you guys should read the book. I don't want to uh, I don't want to tell each and everything in this book review. The sixth chapter is the Balakot effect, Bharat Mata Ki Jai. So means he talks that when the Pulwama attack happened on 14th of January, in which we lost 40 to 45 CRPF Jawans. I'm not sure of the exact figure, but yes, it was something. It was in the range of 40 to 45 CRPF Jawans, and then India retaliated by doing airstrikes on 26th of February 2019. As per Rajdeep Sardesai, that really changed the game. Before that, according to him, the BJP was struggling. Means everybody was thinking that BJP will not get a majority, but after Balakot, the nationalism uh, took over, and that really helped. That was a game changer, and that really helped BJP cross the line. Means cross the line means BJP got the majority. In fact, got more seats than 2014. They in 2014 they got 282, and 2019 they got 303. So that's what Rajiv mentions in this sixth chapter. The seventh is prime time prime minister. Yes, as you can see from the headline. So means Rajiv says that how Modi is a master of the narrative. He knows when to give the interview, and at what time the interview has to be given, at what time the interview should be telecasted. Means Modi knows how to capture the prime time, um, according to Rajdeep Sardesai. And then he goes to say that the media is not doing its job properly. Media has been bullied, this and that. So all his stuff comes out, that how the media has been pressurized. So various stories are there, like how the Economic Times covered the 2017 UP. elections, and what was the reaction of the government, and means various anecdotes he has given in this chapter. And then the last is that the Modi hai to mumkin hai, means then he again talks that how in the 2019 election there was only one factor, that was Modi. People either voted against Modi or they voted in favor of Modi, and Modi was the only factor, and that factor really overwhelmed all the other factors, and all the other people got defeated, and nobody could nobody knew how to counter it. And so means Modi hai to mumkin hai, means that winning second election in a row, that too with the thumping majority, it speaks volumes about about the person that Modi is. Yes, so I think good story has been covered about the 2019 elections. I think 10, 20 years down the line, if somebody wants to read what exactly happened in 2019 Lok Sabha elections, how Modi won a second successive mandate, for that person, this book would be really helpful. I think with that intention, Rajiv has written this book. Though as I said before, his bias, his anti-BJP bias, sometimes it comes. Means one can feel that bias in the book, but yeah, that's his choice. Means everybody has likes and dislikes, and no matter how hard you try to conceal them, but they come out. So yeah, so that's what this book is all about. And anybody who wants to know what exactly happened in the 2019 Lok Sabha elections, anybody who wants to just know the some anecdotes that Rajdeep was privy to, and so he can read this book. I think it's a good one time book. But I will again repeat that uh, I was more impressed by Rajdeep's book, which he wrote on 2014 Lok Sabha elections, as compared to what he has written for 2019 Lok Sabha elections. But still, I think uh, the people who want to know stuff, who want to know about Indian politics, who want to know about the 2019 elections, uh, the political science students, the people who have interest in Indian politics, I think they should read this book. And uh, it's a good book, but yeah, it's a good book, but not that sharp as to what his previous book was on. So if I have to give a rating, I will give it uh, 3 out of 5. Yeah, 3 out of 5 would be my rating for this book. So I hope this this review of mine will be of some help to the people who are planning to buy this book and are in some double minds whether they should buy it or not. I would say you guys should go ahead and buy it, and it's a nice book. 3 out of 5 stars from my side. I hope this review will prove to be helpful for people who are in two minds whether to buy this book or not. So that's all I have to say. Once again, I apologize if you find that the video is not up to the mark, as in terms of the audio quality, in terms of the video quality. I am again repeating that I am very new to this, very new to this stuff. I am still learning the tricks of the trade. Uh, as the time goes by, I will surely improve. But till that time, sorry for the inconvenience. Uh, Good night and goodbye.